Good morning, guys. Welcome back to SMB Designs. And today it's finally here. We're going to start in the book of Enoch. I have not read this. I do not say I believe it or I don't believe it. I'm just saying we need to know what it is if they're saying it's part of the Bible. And see why it was taken out would be a good thing to know. So, anyway, we're going to start in chapter 1 and read as far as we get today, and then we'll pick up again next week. All right, chapter 1. The words of the blessing of Enoch, with which he blessed the elect and righteous, who will be living in the day of tribulation, when all the wicked and godless are to be removed. And he began his story saying, Enoch, a righteous man, whose eyes were opened by God, saw the vision of the Holy One in heaven, which the angels showed me, and I heard everything from them, and I saw and understood. But it was not for this generation, but for a remote one which is to come. Concerning the elect, I said, as I began my story concerning them, the Holy Great One will come out from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread on the earth, even on Mount Sinai, and appear in the strength of his might from heaven. And all shall be very afraid, and the watchers shall shake, and great fear and trembling shall seize them to the ends of the earth. And the high mountains shall be shaken, and the high hills shall be laid low, and shall melt like wax in the flame. And the earth shall be wholly torn apart, and all that is on the earth shall be destroyed, and there shall be a judgment on all. But with the righteous he will make peace, and will protect the elect, and mercy shall be on them. And they shall all belong to God, and they shall prosper, and they shall be blessed, and the light of God shall shine on them. And behold, he comes with 10,000 of his holy ones, saints, to execute judgment on all, and to destroy all the ungodly, wicked, and to convict all flesh of all the works of their ungodliness, which they have ungodly committed, and of all the hard things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. It has a side note here, Jude 1:14, and Enoch also the seventh from Adam prophesied of these saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints, to execute judgment upon all, and to convince all that are ungodly among them of all their ungodly deeds which they have ungodly committed, and of all their hard speeches which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Chapter 2. Observe everything that takes place in the sky, how the lights do not change their orbits, and the luminaries which are in heaven, how they all rise and set in order, each in its season, proper time, and do not transgress against their appointed order. Consider the earth, and give understanding to the things which take place on it from start to finish. How steadfast are they? How none of the things on the earth change, but all the works of God appear to you. Behold, the summer and the winter, how the whole earth is filled with water, and clouds and dew and rain lie on it. Chapter 3. Observe and see how, in the winter, all the trees seem as though they had withered and shed all their leaves except 14 trees, which do not lose their foliage, but retain the old foliage from 2 to 3 years until the new comes. Chapter 4. And again, observe the day of summer, how the sun is above the earth, and you seek shade and shelter because of the heat of the sun. And the earth also burns with growing heat, and so you cannot walk on the earth or on a rock because of its heat. Chapter 5. Observe how the trees are covered with green leaves and how they bear fruit. Understand, know, and recognize that He that lives forever made them this way for you. And all His works go on before Him from year to year forever, and all the work and the tasks which they accomplish for Him do not change, and so is it done. Consider how the sea and the rivers in like manner accomplish their course, do not change because of His commandments. But you have neither held to nor have you done the commandments of the Lord, but you have turned away and spoken proud and hard words with your unclean mouths against His greatness. O you hard-hearted, you shall find no peace. Therefore shall you curse your days, and the years of your life shall perish, and the years of your destruction shall be multiplied, and in the eternal curse you shall find no mercy. In those days you shall make your names an eternal curse to all the righteous, and by you shall all who curse, and all the sinners and godless shall curse you forever, and for you the godless there shall be a curse. It's a mouthful. And all the elect shall rejoice, and there shall be forgiveness of sins, and mercy, and peace, and forbearance, and joy. There shall be salvation for them, and a good light. And for all of you sinners there shall be no salvation, but on you all shall abide a curse. But for the elect there shall be light and joy and peace, and they shall inherit the earth. And then wisdom shall be given to the elect, and they shall all live and never again sin, either through forgetfulness or through pride, but those who are given wisdom shall be humble. And they shall not again transgress, nor shall they all the days of their lives, nor shall they die of the anger or wrath of God, but they shall complete the number of the days of their lives. And their lives shall be increased in peace, and their years will grow in joy and eternal gladness and peace all the days of their lives. Chapter 6. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born to them beautiful and fair daughters. It has a side note here, Genesis 6:1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with men, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Okay, back to chapter 6 in verse 2. And the angels, the sons of God of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and have children with them. And Simjazah, who was their leader, said to them, I fear you will not agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of this great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual curses, so we will not abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then they all swore together and bound themselves by mutual curses. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared in the summit of Mount Hermon, and they called it Mount Hermon, because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual curses on the act. Side verse, Jude 1:5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not, and the angels who kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. Back to verse 7. And these are the names of their leaders: Semlazaz, their leader; Arachlub, Ramil, Kokabal, Tamli, I think is how you say it, Ramlel, Daniel, Daniel, Ezekiel, and Barakwijal. Asil, Armaros, Bataril, Ananil, Zekwil, Samsapil, Sataril, Turil, Jomjil, Sariel. These are their chiefs of 10. Okay, we're going to stop there for today, and we will pick up in chapter 7 next week. It's interesting. It's definitely different. It's very interesting. I look forward to seeing what your thoughts are as we read through it. So please definitely leave comments. Let me know your thoughts, and if you have insight you can give to all of the readers, that would be great. And I will look forward to seeing you guys next week to pick up in chapter 7. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel out. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.